This is the story of the countryside of Chislet during the span of a year, starting in November, the supposed dead month, but full of life as the land above the village is ploughed and sown with winter wheat. Down in the valley at Shelvingford, the first sprouts are hand-picked. The autumn leaves still hang on the trees, but the day is damp and cold, and the soil heavy underfoot. Late November sees a visit from Blean beagles, seeking the elusive hare. And down near Nethergong Pen, Jim Jenkins leads his pheasant shoot. The days of December are short, and the late afternoon sun is weak. The trees are now bare and the landscape is dull, with the chimney giving some cheer to the cold days. Just before Christmas, the first heavy frost covers the countryside. It is seasonal, and in the school the spirit of Christmas is evident as the annual nativity play is in progress. into January with the frost and mist making ploughing a cold job, but blessed by the gulls in search of food. But not as cold and wet as cutting greens, and although warmly dressed for the job, thoughts must be of the warmer days of summer. Now is the time for hedging as Bob Dunk trims along the roadside at Nethergong. And then on to the main sprout crop. Into February with the brighter sunshine giving the first thoughts of spring. But it is an illusion as the wind begins to indicate that the winter will not pass without at least one spell of snow. The blizzard strikes and all but cuts off Chislet from the outside world. The school children, as always, are soon making snowmen and snowballing in the playground, despite the storm. The cricket pavilion seems far removed from the summer sport, as the storm swirls around the familiar landmarks of Chislet. And And then the storm abates and Chislet begins to take stock. The birds are soon on the move looking for food. And the next morning dawns still and sunny to show the beauty of the winter landscape. Chislet is now on the move again as Fred Dunk exercises the dog. The toboggan is taken out of the shed and the delivery van bumps across the drifts. The glories of the toboggan run are short-lived in Chislet, so the children grab every second. The countryside is still and peaceful for the few days that the snow lasts. But this is small comfort for the sheep as they await the arrival of their feed. And on such days, Bill Beer is busy looking after his flock. And as long as the snow stays, the snowballing continues in the school playground. But as the birds finish off the remains of last year's apples, the days begin to lengthen and winter gradually gives way. As the spring flowers appear in the garden, and as the crocus gives colour to the lawns, the first lambs arrive at Shelvingford. The sun is warmer, and in all the gardens the spring digging is in full swing. Soon the ground is ready for the planting of the first crop of early potatoes. The birds begin to nest, and the sound of the rooks is a typical background to early spring. The first blossom of forsythia heralds the next stage of spring, and in the budding orchard the lambs undergo the necessary surgery and injections for their well-being. Although Bill may well suffer more than the lambs. In the gardens and orchards, the daffodils now fill the scene, and in all corners of Chislet, the gardeners are out in full force. The post office garden is prepared. And Bill Gell plants his main potato crop. And as Jack Petley plants up his garden, he has thoughts of his prize entries in the next show. The forsythia is now in full bloom, and the lush green of the spring is seen over Chislet, contrasting with the warm brown of the newly sown fields. But there are winter crops still to be gathered as the cauliflowers are cut and boxed ready for market. daffodils and primroses are now in abundance, and the lambs begin to show their first signs of independence. As April passes, the spring is complete, as buds in the trees and hedgerows burst into blossom. Wallflowers now fill the gardens. Followed by the cherry and the apple blossoms. And finally culminating in the lilac blossom. Summer bursts upon the scene as the wild parsley fills the banks of the dikes and every corner of Chislet. The season of growth is now upon us. The seeds in early growth have survived the hard winter and are now free in the summer warmth. The warm winds mix with the abundance of hawthorn blossom to fill the air with the fragrance of early summer. The tower of the church surmounts the scene of plenty, and the grass and clover are lush and will soon be ready for their first cut. The gardens now require attention, and Frank Spanton is soon out on a sunny afternoon trimming his front hedge. The trees burst out in their summer glory, led by the horse chestnut with its majestic display. The cattle leave their winter housing and enjoy the freshness of the new grass, a grass now full of buttercups, that true herald of the countryside in summer. The weeds and grass know no bounds and soon fill the churchyard, and the old headstones disappear in the growth. But the skillful sweep of the scythe gets to work as Fred Dunk commences his parish chore. He starts around 5 in the morning with the company of the dawn chorus, and as the hot sun climbs high in the sky, it becomes mighty dry work, and it seems a long way off to opening time. And as the days of June warm up, the sheep are sheared. And as the sheep suddenly become cooler, the shearers get hotter and hotter as the day proceeds. corn is now forming, and the pastures begin to fill with the wild flowers of summer. The cherished square of grass is mown close, for it is now time for the ancient summer game. Chislet cricket goes back over many years, but the peaceful scene against the large trees surrounding the vicarage has changed very little. The players may change, but the game remains the same, as much a part of the summer scene as the flowers and the corn. No cricket match would be complete without the traditional break for tea, cucumber sandwiches and cake, which will keep the teams going until their well-earned pint at the 6 bells. The corn is now full and green. And the swans bask in the warmth on the side of the dikes. The cattle rest from their initial gorge, and the hedgerows are now full of dog daisies. The air is now filled with the sound of cutters in the fields. The crop is lush and sweet, and we hope that it will retain the goodness of this moment during the months of next winter. The days are hot as John prepares for his summer trade at the 6 bells. And as the poppy joins the ripening corn, the summer growth is complete. The hot sun gives thoughts of a cool pint in the gate. But for Jeff, this will have to wait, for the vegetable garden needs hoeing and kept clear of the ever-persistent weeds. The hay is now dry, and all the paraphernalia of modern farming gathers up the crop. There is a true fragrance of midsummer as the hay is turned, tossed and baled. finally carried away to the barns. The early potatoes are now ready, and the fields of Chislet are full of nimble fingers quickly filling the bags. Suddenly the fishing season is here, and all the bridges are crowded with small boys. On a hot day in July, the sprout plants are pulled in contrast to the cold cutting of winter greens in January. And on an even hotter day, the laborious task of planting the sprouts takes place, hour after endless hour. And on the other side of the church, the most complicated array of machinery gathers in the pea crop. In one operation, the shelled peas are ready for instant dispatch to the processing plant. In late July, as the corn ripens and the clover blossoms, the annual church fete takes place.
One thing, you'll not only help to solve the problems of this parish, but you'll help to solve a lot of your own as well. And now I have great pleasure in declaring this fete open. I hope to meet lots of old friends. Godspeed this fete. God bless this parish.
The annual garden fete at Chislet Vicarage, the high spot in the church summer, and the culmination of hours of work in cooking, knitting, sewing, growing, and gathering together all the wonderful array of goods for sale. The afternoon is hot, and the tea and lemonade are plentiful. The bowling is continuous. The weight of the cake is guessed. The darts are thrown, and the donkey is ridden. The school children have given their concert, and their wild flower arrangements are now wilting in the hot sun. Egg and spoon races have been run. The last vegetables are being sold. The last darts are being thrown. And the bowling finals are in progress. And then it is all over. The takings are counted, and the vicar beams with pleasure. Late July brings us the full colour of summer flowers. And in the fields the thistledown mixes with the delicate colours of the wild plants. The corn is now ripe under the early August sun. And soon the sound of combines heralds the harvest. They come in all shapes and colours, from early morning to dusk. They trundle their way across the fields, and all day the trailers scurry back and forth to the grain stores, and the balers follow close behind to gather up the straw. The farmyard is now a bustle of straw bales and grain trailers, and the tractors and their loads continue to clear the fields and converge on the barns. And then the final field is gathered in, and suddenly the countryside looks bare as the stubble is burnt and the season begins to change. Miss Dunk inspects her garden at the schoolhouse in the late September sun. And the first autumn tint is seen on the trees as the Michaelmas daisies reach their peak and the butterflies and the bees have their final fling. As the leaves turn and fall, the apples reach their peak and the colors deepen, the final harvest takes place. As with the other crops, the potato harvest is mechanized as it is dug, lifted, sorted and loaded. And then to the barn, where the conveyor takes the crop into its winter store. We are now well into the autumn, as Bill Beer has a few moments to trim his hedge before his sheep duties. children are now back to school and fully occupied with football practice in their break time. Although at this time of the year there is always the secondary interest of conkers. And now is the time for Bill Beer to attend to his rams and ewes, and on his bike with one of his dogs is a familiar sight around the lanes of Chislet. As the sheep are placed in their winter pastures on the marshes under Bill's watchful eye, we really feel that autumn has nearly passed. The leaves hang longer than usual in some years and may last way past the harvest and the harvest service in the church. And so the year's cycle is complete, much the same as always, so perhaps it is appropriate that we finish it in the old church, which has seen the seasons pass by for nigh on 1,000 years.